Beater by OG, more of a great play by the Raptors or a breakdown by the Boston Celtics?
Can I choose both? Because it was a spectacular play by the Raptors,
yeah.
But that was an indefensible mistake by the Celtics. And I know it's very early across America right now, but can you hear that? It's the slightest faint sound. That's the heartbeat of what looked like a dead champion, slightly, maybe, possibly coming back to life. This was as close as you could possibly have to being done. Half second, down 2, going to be down 3-0 in the series. Good night, good luck. Celtics 7-0 to start the playoffs. The massive favorites to not only win this series, but the favorites in the East. And now, all of a sudden, Game 4 becomes the turn game in the series. And so how does it happen? Well, it happens because Kyle Lowry makes a 99 out of 100 degree of difficulty pass and makes it perfectly. But it also happens because the Celtics defended this play like they were up 1. They defended this play like a 2 beat them instead of a 2 just forcing overtime where they would have been the favorites because they have proven to be the better team in this series. The only thing you can't let happen there, the only thing is an open 3 where a guy can get it off in he got that off in 0.3. Didn't even need the full 0.5. So it is a spectacular play by Lowry, a spectacular play by OG Anunoby. 2 guys, by the way, both who played 45 minutes last night. Little note to Mike Budenholzer for tonight with Giannis. But it is a breakdown by the Celtics, Brandon. And it's one, I'm not going to say it flipped the series, but the series was over and now it's not.
I thought Jalen was a little hard on himself. Like, if you're going to lose on an amazing shot, like, so be it. But I love Jalen's passion. The other thing, Nick, if we're talking about the other series, this shows why you have your court general throw the ball in. So, like, I know we're this little Monday morning quarterback, but, like, that's why
I would have Chris Paul
take the
inbound
ball
for
out.
OKC?
We just saw, we just saw it. That wasn't the play. Like, people are like, oh, what a brilliant play. Like, that's Lowry making a call, like basically calling an audible, seeing how it plays out, and throwing the ball across court.
And that's the Wilds. That's the difference.
Go ahead.
Wilds, I'll let you finish, but you got Nick Nurse out there and Brad Stevens engaged in a high-level chess match, and Billy Donovan's over here playing Connect 4. I mean, that's the difference. Like, it's not, and so that is where, like, coaching really matters. And so I agree with you 1,000%. Go ahead.
Again, I don't want to derail it, but it got worse when I saw the new quote from Russ that we didn't get into the show yesterday. When Russ like, yeah, I knew that play. It's like, Billy Donovan, you're drawing up plays that Russ knows. Like, what are you doing? So that's your 48-hour-old take on Rockets Thunder if you needed it.
Well, listen, I think the Celtics are still in control. And while I didn't pick the Celtics anywhere close to back in December, before the playoffs and before this series, I picked them to make the conference finals. So I'll stick with that. But I do need to remind the audience, these series can flip fast. The Celtics last year won their first 5 games of the postseason. And then all of a sudden, lost 4 in a row, and their season is done. Last year, the Milwaukee Bucks are up 2-0 on these Raptors. Game 3 is in double overtime, a chance to put them away. They lose that game, and they don't win another game in that series. They end up losing 4-2. The series Wilds was just talking about. The Rockets are up 2-0. They're in Game 3, up 5 with a minute left. They blow it. And all of a sudden, we're in a Game 7, and it's coming down to the final shot. So I still believe the Celtics are the favorites. But now we have a real series. And the idea that when you don't have to play any road games, that you can't come back from 2-0 down, the bubble has already shown us that these series can flip. We've seen a 3-1 series flip. We saw a 2-0 series almost flip if Billy Donovan doesn't call a play that Russ knows and throws it to Steven Adams. Like, there's it is just, if you're the Celtics, you've got to, Brandon, you've got to immediately be able to get out of your head, we had this series won. Because if it bleeds over, Brandon, into Game 4, then that's when you start worrying about them being in real trouble and the Raptors trying to hold on to that defending champion title for another few days.
Thanks for watching.